Shalom Israel. Before I start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Waharakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, or rule and teach well, to Akims on the highways and byways and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity, brothers and sisters in truth. I just wanted to do a quick video on this article here. It says tougher lockdown measures could include a ban on leaving home more than once a week. It says stricter measures being looked at could also mean curfews, nurseries being closed, support bubbles being banned, and face masks being made compulsory in all busy outdoor areas. It says people could be banned from leaving their home more than once a week under new tougher lockdown rules, it has been claimed. And what's happening? There's that saying, desperate times calls for desperate measures. And this is what we're seeing. The scripture speaks about the devil knowing that he has but a short time. So when time's running out, to get your plans through, what do you have to do? Bring in desperate measures. It says as coronavirus cases continue to soar in most parts of the country, the government is looking at strengthening the rules to drive down infections. And also, all of this is because they're looking to roll out their vaccinations over in the UK, where they're opening centres now where people can go and get vaccinated. So these are all plans to try and force the hand, so to speak, to make people want to go and get this done. It says, with the nation in lockdown, Brits have been told to stay at home until at least mid-February. Although it's believed lockdown measures are most likely to remain in place until late March. It says some stricter measures reportedly being looked at are curfews, nurseries being closed, support bubbles being banned, face masks being made compulsory in all outdoor areas, and exercise limited to 1 hour. And when you look at this here, I don't know what park this is, but the majority of the people you see out here are Edomites. Now I'm not saying Jake probably ain't flaunting the rules, but when it comes to these things, normally Edomites that's flaunting their own rules. It says a Whitehall source has reportedly told Mail Online that the new rules could include being restricted from leaving their homes more than once a week. They claim the draconian measures could be rolled out to stop people abusing the current rules by using it as an excuse for people to go for a coffee in the park with their friends. It says the source said the two-person from two household rules is currently in place for exercise and to aid people's mental health, but many are using their imaginations to do other things. And like I said, when you look at these images, it's mainly Edomites you're seeing in these images. It says the concern comes as hordes of people are seen flocking to beaches and town centres over the weekend, despite Boris Johnson calling on families to stay at home to control the mutant strain of coronavirus, which is being blamed for the soaring infection rate. The new rules could also see shops and workplaces made to improve their efforts to enforce social distancing. The government's latest push will focus on supermarkets, as concerns have been raised that lax enforcement of the rules are leaving shoppers at risk. And then goes on about pubs may also be closed for a further 5 months. It says tougher punishment for rule breakers are also being looked at. So this is the desperate measures that they could be considering to put in place, stopping you from going out your house but once a week. Now this is bring this up. Let's look here. Sometime today. Yeah. Now this is Psalms 94. Actually, I'll read it from here. Psalms 94 and 20 says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? And this is what Esau does. A lot of these laws that he put in, is causing mischief. It's like it, Israel. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of these laws that he put in, is causing mischief, like to further his underlying plans. It's never straightforward with what he does, there's always something underhandedly, in the background with Esau. And like I said, these laws that he's looking to put in is more likely to try and get people to a state where you say, you know what, I want to just get things back to normal. Let's go and, see Maxine. Now, Ecclesiastes 7:13 says, "Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which he has made crooked?" And that's a rhetorical question, because if the Most High has made something crooked, you can't make it straight, and vice versa. We know that Esau has been made crooked. So when we see these things coming to pass, these desperate measures that he's trying to put into place, we shouldn't really be surprised, because this is just his nature, this is his style. Yeah, and this will continue until the Lord comes and gets us out of this place. Yeah, says Psalms 50:19, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit." And we've seen this throughout the years over here in the UK. One of the most recent ones that a lot of people might know about is the Windrush scandal, where they've put certain laws in place where they were using that to deport people that was illegally, and it's only when it comes out into public knowledge that all of a sudden, you know, it they realize that what they're doing is wrong. So we shouldn't be surprised when we see Esau putting in these measures, because it's desperate measures, for desperate times. A kingdom is falling, and he'll do anything to try and hold on to that kingdom. This last scripture here, this is Job. Actually, I need to go to this one. Job chapter 20. In verse 4 it says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?" So Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. All the wickedness that is done, you know, that's coming to an end. And it says it's short but for a moment, even though to us it might seem a long time. But in the eyes of the Most High, this is just a twinkling of an eye. Yeah, but we're soon out of here. Yeah, this is what we have to look forward to, the fact that everything that's happening, is the Most High working his work to get us out of it. It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reacheth unto the clouds." And that's that pride of Esau. Because even though his kingdom is going down, he'll never humble himself. He'll continue doing wicked until Yahushua returns and takes him out of place. It says, "Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he?" And that's going into Obadiah 1:18, Obadiah 1:10. And other scriptures lets you know that there's going to come a time where Esau will not be about anymore. So whilst he has time, he's putting in all these little plans he can, clutching at straws. That's what all of this is. Looking to put in lockdown. Let me get that back up one sec. Yeah, tougher lockdown measures could include a ban on leaving home more than once a week. Yeah, that's just desperate measures for desperate times, man. So with that, I'm going to close out. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Wahara Kakadash, Kwame Sha'Allah.